Hey Snowboard Addiction, Taevis here, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to frontside 540. For a frontside 540, you'll be using the same snap and takeoff as your frontside 360. The major difference for this is you won't be landing blind like on a front free. This means you won't be able to speed up your rotation using counter rotation. This results in the front 5 requiring a lot more power than a frontside 360. And as you try to add more power to your spins, it's going to add more variables and more possibilities for mistakes. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to add more power to your frontside spins, starting with wind up. The most common mistake on frontside spins is approaching the jump with your hips and chest already open. This makes it so when you go to throw your spin, you're going to have to overextend your upper body, disconnecting you from your board, making your rotation wonky and uncoordinated. Power on your frontside spins comes from being closed off coming to the jump. This means your body's stacked and in a neutral position over your board. To add more power to this, you don't want to go and throw more. Instead, what you want to do is close off a little bit more, making it so your upper body and hips are slightly more turned than perfectly stacked and squared. This allows you to go and snap, generating power with your core while keeping everything tight with your upper and lower body connected. Keep in mind that even when this motion is done as exaggerated as possible, it's still relatively small and you don't need to fully reach back in order to get the spin. Instead, a slight bit of closed off is all the range of motion you will need to generate maximum power on your frontside rotations. Because the range of motion on your snap on a frontside spin is small, where the power comes from is timing. It's the timing that decides how much power you'll have off the takeoff. The perfect timing on a frontside 5 is when you finish your snap as your tail leaves the takeoff. This lets you get maximum height off the jump and power from your board. We call this snapping off the tail. In order to have the right timing, you're going to need to have the correct position when coming into the jump. You want to keep your body closed off to the jump during your whole run up, only opening up as you snap your spin. You generally want to start snapping your spin halfway up the takeoff. The earlier you start your spin, the slower your snap will have to be. And the slower your snap is, the less power there will be behind it. You can delay and speed up your snap for more power, or start early and go slower for less power. But you'll always be aiming to leave the takeoff off your tail with your upper body slightly open. In order to get a constant rotation on your front 5s, you won't be leaving the takeoff with your upper body very extended. Instead, just slightly open. This will help keep your core tight, keeping your rotation smooth. This stacked strong position off the takeoff is the base for all frontside spins. You want to be only slightly open and tall leaving the takeoff, keeping your legs and arms in a strong, uncompromised position. Just like on a frontside 360, your goal is to hold your spot through the full duration of your spin. This is only possible with the proper head positioning. You want to make sure you're never spotting over your shoulder. This will make you tall and overextended, and also make it so you need to reach around to try spot your landing, throwing you off balance and making it so the rotation won't work. That's why we keep our vision underneath our front arm, because this will let us spot the knuckle sooner, hold the spot, and pull into a rotation. So you don't only see the rotation for longer, but you also stay more connected and tight throughout the spin. What's going to be really important for getting the frontside 540 around. When doing your first frontside 540, you'll start to see the knuckle around 270. Once you see the knuckle, you want to lock your eyes forward, letting your body continue to rotate. As you pass the knuckle, keep your spot straight downhill. Spotting is one of the most challenging aspects of every spin in snowboarding, and it can be really hard to tell if you're doing it right. That's why on Addiction Plus, we offer 2 services that are absolutely crucial for dialing this in: live coaching and video analysis. With both, you can submit a clip to us and we'll look at it and break it down, let you know if you're in the right position, and if not, what to do in order to be in the correct position. And if you want even more hands-on, during live sessions, you can come join in, submit your clips, and ask us directly, and we can communicate back and forth and help you figure out what is going on with your spins and how to take them to the next level. These are only a few of the perks of Addiction Plus, and we're so excited about the possibilities it has to help people improve their riding. Sign up now and get a free trial and let us improve your riding, because video analysis and feedback from riders that know what we're talking about are two of the most crucial things anyone can have to improve their riding. So if you're looking to get better at snowboarding, try Addiction Plus, get the free trial, and let us help you reach your riding goals this season. It's important to have your body set up for success as the knuckle comes into view. This is done through your arms and legs. Your legs should be in a stacked position with your knees pointed outwards. By keeping your knees pointed out, you'll be more balanced in the air. This allows you to pull up tight, speeding up your spin. Arms are also very crucial for front fives. You need to keep your arms away from the center of your body, with your front arm actively pulling your spin along. By doing these two steps, you'll be in a balanced position with your upper body pulling in to finish the spin. There's two options for grabbing a frontside 540 when learning: Indie and Melon. Indie is by far the best for this spin because it lets you use your front shoulder to continue pulling into your spin. This helps you land in your stacked position. The Melon grab also works, but it goes and speeds up your rotation, meaning that you're going to need to let go of the grab in order to get control over your landing. This makes landing on your heel edge super common whenever you do a front five with a Melon grab. On both of these grabs, it's important to not rush it, making sure that you're not grabbing before 180. In order to grab sooner than this, you'll have to compromise your takeoffs, which should never be done since the takeoff is the most important step to any spin. It's commonly agreed upon that the switch frontside landing is the hardest landing to do in snowboarding. This is because it's very hard to finish the spin with counter rotation, and you know you're going to be landing switch for a very long period of time during the spin. This is why it's so common to see heel edge landings on frontside 540s. In order to get a clean 2-foot landing, you're going to spend the whole duration of the spin pulling with your front arm and dipping your back arm into the landing. That's why the indie grab is the best grab for frontside 540s. By pulling your lead arm towards the landing, you'll be able to get your axis for rotation downwards, letting you land in a stacked position with both feet at the same time. This is all set up with the previous steps, but it's important to know that you need to keep your body engaged during the whole duration of the spin in order to successfully land with both feet at the same time in your stacked position. Front fives take a lot of repetition and a lot of practice to get dialed in because of these variables. But by getting a strong frontside 540, it's going to make it way easier to get a front seven in the future. That's why I highly recommend going and putting the time in here, because it's going to really help you out with every future frontside spin. Recap. Keep a closed off upper body until after you switch to your heel edge. Start snapping your spin halfway up the takeoff, keeping your board as straight as possible as your tail snaps off the lip with your upper body slightly opened. Spot underneath your arm as you pull your arm around for the spin. Grab your snowboard around 180. Spot the knuckle at 270 and keep pulling into your spin. Hit the landing in the sweet spot with a stacked position. Absorb the impact and ride away clean. I'm Taevis from Snowboard Addiction, and our goal is to improve your riding.